Now, a U.S. immigration agent shot and injured a man and a woman in Portland, Oregon, following the fatalized shooting of a woman in Minneapolis. A day earlier, the Department of Homeland Security said that the incident occurred during a targeted vehicle stop carried out by U.S. Border Patrol agents. The Department of Homeland Security said the driver of the vehicle attempted to use the vehicle as a weapon, leading an officer to fire a defensive shot. The passenger of the vehicle was the intended target of the stop. Oregon Governor Tina Kotek accused the Trump administration of fostering an environment of lawlessness and called for a full and complete investigation along with a pause in the federal immigration crackdown. Kotek said, "We're all shaken and outraged by another terrible, unnecessary, violent event instigated by the reckless agenda of the Trump administration." The governor confirmed that no one was killed in Thursday's shooting. Aditya Vadhavan is back with me. Aditya, what more can you tell us?
Well, absolutely, Vishali. Indeed, this shooting incident in in Portland, in Oregon State of the United States, by the ICE agents. A man and a woman, as you mentioned, have been shot dead by the ICE agents. So clearly, this is a sort of vitiating the environment in the United States, and definitely now people will be angered by all these back-to-back shootings incidents by the ICE agents. First happened in Minneapolis, then in Iowa, and now in Oregon State of the United States. So indeed, things are not looking very good as far as the political, the internal situation in the United States is concerned. Some sections in the Democrats want that Kristi Noem, the head of the Department of Homeland Security of the U.S., should immediately resign, considering the failure of her, not being able to control the situation. So indeed, at this juncture, the situation remains tense across the United States, and it needs to be seen what further actions or actions does happen in the United States of America. Vishali.
All right, Aditya, stay on with me. Now, after the shooting in Portland, Portland's Mayor Keith Wilson said the city is not a training ground for militarized federal agents. Wilson said the time has long passed for him to take the federal government at its word on the details of the incident, accusing the administration of trying to divide communities and pit people against one another. In a statement, the mayor said Portland is now grappling with violence at the hands of federal agents and warned that the city cannot stand by as constitutional protections erode and bloodshed increases. Wilson called on immigration and customs enforcement to halt all operations in the city until a full investigation is completed. Portland police, however, said the shooting involved Border Patrol agents and not ICE. Aditya, another development, what more can you tell us?
These back-to-back developments which involve the shooting by the ICE agents against the people of the United States is very the now. It has happened in the Portland, and definitely, as you mentioned, the mayor has also said that it's not a ground for the military agents, the ICE agents, to practice, trying to revolver. So indeed, these back-to-back incidents seriously now have led to the serious concerns as to what is panning across USA. This is something unprecedented that is happening. That the ICE agent, just on an apprehension, shooting the civilians, the common American citizens. So clearly, this raised questions as to what policies the Trump administration, this seriously raises the questions, the hard stance that the Trump administration has taken on the hard immigration stance that is taken. So it is questionable as to how these developments are planning back to back, and definitely needs to be seen how things unfold going forward in this scenario.